Remember the days of Red and Blue? Because I sure as hell do. I remember spending hours every day playing those games as a kid and not having another care in the world. Back when I was younger, Pokemon was pretty much my entire life, and even today, a part of me wishes I could go back to those days when I first played games like Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver. I mean, don't get me wrong guys, I love the 5th and 6th generations, and in fact, I feel like the games for the most part are sorely underrated and have a good deal of upside to them, so normally I'd be the one defending Black and White or X and Y. However, I will admit, there was a certain simplicity about the first generation that I miss, and with each generation getting more and more complicated and introducing more things like Mega Evolutions, new types, and other game mechanics, I'm becoming more and more afraid that GameFreak will stray from the original formula that brought them so much success. Or rather, I should say, that's how I felt until I recently stumbled upon a quote from Ken Sugimori, the character designer and art director for the Pokemon franchise. In the magazine We Love Pokemon, Sugimori said, and I quote from the magazine here, "When asked what the next generation of Pokemon games will be like if such a plan exists, Sugimori commented that they will not add more layers of complexity, but rather will revert to simplicity, in part by using elements found from Pokemon Red and Green." Also, Sugimori thought that other than the content of the game, Pokemon designs could probably be simplified as well. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but these statements give me a lot of hope for the future generations of Pokemon. The fact that Sugimori even said something like this means that GameFreak is starting to become aware of their changing audience. What exactly do I mean by this? Well, initially Pokemon was designed to be more of a kids game intended for a younger audience, but as Pokemon fans have grown up and the series has aged, the audience has aged as well. Many people who play Pokemon today played in large part for the nostalgia they initially felt when they were playing the first games, and it seems as though GameFreak has finally taken note of this in their decision to revert to elements from Generation 1. What I'm predicting will happen in 7th gen is GameFreak will draw inspiration from 1st gen elements and channel those directly into the development of the 7th generation games. To give you guys a small example here, I think we're going to see a lot more Pokemon like Mew and Gengar, whose designs are so simple and yet at the same time so damn well done. Another thing I'm looking for is an improvement on the rivals in 7th gen, because I'm not sure about you guys, but this is a huge complaint I have about the recent generations. You know, to be honest, I sort of miss the days when your rivals were assholes. I mean, I hated Blue when I first played Gen 1, but looking back on it, I sort of missed the guy in a strange way, and the same goes for Silver, who was also an amazing rival. In addition, I feel like GameFreak should focus on a single rival as opposed to many, because in Black and White as well as X and Y, things got just a little bit too complicated for me with the sheer number of rivals that you had. I'm also looking for things like a simpler but still explorable region, an evil team more similar to Team Rocket, who was a great villain organization, and other stuff of that nature. If GameFreak can do all these things, then I have absolutely no doubt 7th generation will be a massive success. Well, alright folks, that is pretty much gonna do it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop me a like down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Pokemon videos in the future. The comment question of the day is, what do you guys think of this sort of move by GameFreak to revert to Gen 1 elements? You guys already know my thoughts. I think it's great, but let me know your thoughts on that down below. Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video.